Hey lovelies, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, my name's Lena. So a friend of mine basically brought something to my attention. I kind of just wanted to talk about it with you guys because I feel like it needs to be addressed. What he brought up was the fact that I carry on situations from one to the next. Things that I've experienced in my past basically carry on with me. I'm always the type of person to just put things in the back of my head. Once it's done, it's done. I don't get help. I don't talk about it. I just push it to the back of my head and move on. But really that doesn't help, and no matter how much you think it didn't affect you, it more than likely did. I've been in a lot of traumatizing situations and relationships, but today I'm gonna tell you guys something that I don't really talk about that often, and I don't really tell many people. Before I start, I just want to let you guys know that there is a trigger warning right here. If you get triggered easily about anything that has to do with abuse, please do not watch this video from this point forward. Please exit. Please do not watch this video. When I was 10 years old, I was in 5th grade. I was on the drama team, I was on the dance team. I made principal's list for the first time. I was thriving, okay? And one of my stepbrothers, he sexually molested me. So it started out as a game. My brothers and I, stepbrothers, we were trying to spy on the adults at nighttime. We were so stupid. We wanted to play games at night, and we had this haunted house that we lived in, and it was really big and lots of places to hide, and we wanted to pretend like we were FBI spies and stuff. So I told him, hey, I cannot stay up all night. And I was like, you guys need to come wake me up because I want to play too. So we had a contest to see who could wake me up the best. My brother, that most people know, came in and tried to wake me up, and I was like,
that ain't gonna wake me up. You too soft, get out.
And then his brother came in and he tried to wake me up by pushing me, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I was still pretending to be asleep. And then he slowly moved his hand and cupped my butt. I was in 5th grade, you guys. I didn't know if it was inappropriate or not at the time. I couldn't tell if he was just trying to wake me up or if it was wrong, so I kind of let it slide. I have my own bedroom. My little sister has her own bedroom, and the bedrooms are right next to each other, and we both slept with our doors open. One of these nights, he comes in my room. He tries to wake me up so we can play the game, and when he wakes me up, he is getting a little bit inappropriate again when I'm with the ass grabbing basically, and so I wake up. We go and we play and stuff. I don't want to play these games anymore because I'm maybe if I tell them I don't want to play, that he'll stop coming in my room. He stopped coming in my room for a week. And then it continued, and every night it progressively got worse and worse and worse. The stuff he would do to me, it started out with just a little cup, ass grabbing. Then it turned to him putting his hand down my pants, still grabbing my butt, and then he would move his hand to my front and then start messing with me. It got to a point where I didn't want to sleep in my room anymore because I thought that if I go to my sister's room, he's not going to try that because my sister's in there. My sister was 2 at the time. Now looking back, I feel really bad that I kind of put her life in danger because who knows, what if he would have done that to her? I don't know. So I moved in to my sister's bedroom, and she had an extra bed in there, so I slept in the other bed, and it was right across from her crib. And he stopped coming in for about a week and a half or 2 weeks, and then he started coming in her bedroom. From there, it just got way worse. I was getting really sick and tired of it, so I would wrap myself in blankets extra tight. I had tons of blankets, so I would wrap myself in blankets so that he couldn't get to me as fast or quickly, I guess. Kind of thought that if I wrapped myself in these blankets that he couldn't get to me. So I did that, and he just unwrapped me, and that's when he started fingering me. He fingered me vaginally in the anus. And when he did that, vividly, I have never told anybody this part, you guys, so bear with me. I vividly remember wanting to scream. I don't even know if I did scream, but I was lying on my stomach and he was on top of me, and I'm guessing it was his finger. I hope it was. It might have been his penis, but he stuck his finger in my anus. And you know those dreams you have where you're screaming in your dream, but you wake up and your mouth is you're just Like, it was like that, but I was afraid to scream because I didn't want to wake anybody up. I didn't want anybody to find out. It was a scary situation, you guys. I think that was the worst night. And after that night, I stopped sleeping. This is the part that makes me want to cry because I had the most amazing teacher in 5th grade. I'm so sorry, you guys. I was not trying to cry. Maybe it is still affecting me, but I had the most amazing teacher in 5th grade. And he never knew. He never knew what he did for me. But he was amazing. And everything he said in class, every book we read, every lesson that we did, every time we played outside, the relationship that I had with this teacher, like, saved my life, you guys. And, dance saved my life. That's why I love dancing so much. And, drama, I was in the High School Musical play. I was Gabriella. And I did all of this without sleep. I didn't sleep. I made straight A's and I didn't sleep because he took that from me. He took a lot of things from me. He took a lot of everything from me. I just love this teacher so much. I'm not gonna put his name on blast, but if you were in my 5th grade class or if you went to elementary school with me, you know. I'm sorry. I went crazy. Like, I was going crazy. I was making myself so busy. I would do anything not to go home. That's why I did all that stuff. That's why I danced. I would have night practices. It was crazy, especially when I did the play and I danced. I would literally do everything not to go home at night because I wanted to avoid him. So I wouldn't get home till like 9 at night because I had theater practice. I had dance practice. I was in like other things for school. I was always like trying to go to my friend's house at the time as I didn't want to go home. I mean, bro, I don't even know how I did it. I really don't. I wasn't sleeping at all. When I tell you I stayed up all night, I stayed up all night. Because at that point, I was thinking about my little sister. I was like, oh, no, I have to stay up so I can protect her because I'm in her room. And who knows what could happen to her. I was so fucking tired, you guys. I was so tired. And on top of that, I got bullied. Like, people just don't know. Like, nobody knew what was happening. One night he comes in and he's crawling on his knees and he reeks of sperm. Like, he smells like he just ejaculated all over himself. And I didn't know what that was at the time. Like, I didn't know that that's what the smell was. But to this day, I still remember the smell and I know what the fuck it was. Thinking back, like, I'm just like, you're so disgusting. Like, how long were you in there? How long were you standing there? Were you thinking about me? Like, did you have a picture of me? Like, what drove you to do this? And I still don't get it to this day. But he was crawling on the floor and I saw his shadow on the door because we slept with the doors open. And you know what? I sat up in my bed. I was already awake, but I sat up and I said, get out. And my little sister was still asleep. I said, get out of my room. And he just sat there for like, it felt like forever, you guys. It was probably only maybe 45 seconds, but it felt like 5 minutes. And then he eventually got up and went out. There was other times where like we were all in my room and then like we would be on my bed playing, me, my brother, his brother who molested me, my friend, and we would be playing and stuff. And one time he tried to suffocate me. He literally put my head under the blanket and like choked me and tried to kill me, basically. He also tried to kill my other sister. He threw a rock at her face, like a rock, like a big ass rock at her face. He's a psychopath, you guys. I don't know what's wrong with him, but there's something seriously wrong with him. So I was like, I cannot take this. So the first person I told was my brother, the one that most people know. At that time, he did not believe me. I have forgiven him for that. If he still chooses not to, that's fine. He will always be my brother, and I think that he does believe me now. But at that time, he did not believe me, and I was shocked. Because I was like, how can you not? Like, you know how evil he is. He tried to kill my brother. Like, he tried to hurt him too. I wasn't telling these people so that they could do something about it. I didn't want my mom to know because I grew up watching like NCIS and like Law and Order, and I knew that because he was under 18 years old that he wouldn't go to jail because we're both minors. Like, he's not going to jail for molesting me. It's my word against his, and I knew that there was something wrong with him, so he would probably get off on like a mental disorder or something. Like, I was very smart, you guys. I really thought about this shit, and that's the reason why I didn't want anyone to find out, and I was gonna continue to let him molest me until he turned 18. And I think at the time he may have been 16 or 15, so I was just gonna continue to let it happen. Y'all, if that would have continued to happen, I would be fucked up right now. I'm already fucking triggered. I'm already a little bit fucked up. I would be so mental right now. Like, there would be literally no hope without a therapist. After all of this virus stuff is over, I swear I need to go because there's just certain things that trigger me really bad, and I am quick to react, and it ruins friendships, it ruins relationships. And I'm telling you guys this because I'm not an evil person. I don't want to be triggered. I don't want to go off at the drop of a dime. Like, I don't want to behave like that. I have a whole journal where I write out my emotions. I have time where I pray to God, like, take this from me, and I just seriously cannot help it. Like, I've done everything that I could do on my own, and nothing's clearly working. Like, I feel like I have grown a lot, and like the journaling and talking to God and stuff is helping, but it's not enough. I'm telling you guys this because I don't want you to wait. I don't want you to wait until they're 18. I don't care if you don't think you're gonna get justice, because let me tell you, you're probably not. This justice system is fucking stupid and it sucks. He never went to jail. I mean, he's in jail now, probably. I've seen a mugshot of him recently. I don't know if he's still in jail, but he's in and out of trouble for violence and all that type of stuff. Like, he's not a changed person. He's still, like, going down a bad path. He didn't go to jail for molesting me. I don't even think that was on his record. He just went on living his happy life. Went to a different school. I'm sure nobody at the school knew. I just want y'all to not wait. Like, don't have that mentality. Like, even if you're afraid, like, you need to tell somebody. And even if it stops and you get out of that situation without telling somebody, you need to also talk to somebody so that you don't have these problems. You don't get triggered. You're not quick to react. Like, it really, really has ruined relationships in my adult life that I wish I could get back, and I can't because I've fucked them up. My friend right now, that's not messed up, but I don't know, maybe it will be one day. Like, I don't want it to get messed up. I actually want it to lead to something else, but I'm just not right. Like, I'm not there. The person who ended up telling was my sister. Not my little sister, but my other sister. She's still my little sister, but we're only 2.5 years apart. I told her. She told her dad. Her dad called my mom in the middle of the night while my best friend was over and called me into her room and was basically asking me if everything that my sister's dad told her was true. And I said, yes. I felt embarrassed. I felt scared. And then her boyfriend, which is my brother's dad, he basically beat the fuck out of the guy who molested me, kicked him out that night. The police were called. We filed a police report. We had to talk to investigators. I had to talk to a detective. I had to go to like child services and tell them all this stuff. It was like a freaking movie, like a Law and Order episode. Like, it was legit. All that shit happened. This was carrying on into middle school, you guys. So 6th grade, I had perfect attendance, and I had to miss a day of school to go to court. And they said I didn't even need to be there. So that pissed me off. I didn't have to see him, and I haven't seen him since. But I know that he's in and out of trouble right now. I think he's in jail for public intoxication. Something, I don't know. I still live in fear every day that I'm going to see his face one day, and if I do, I'm going to throw up. and I know I am because it's that sickening to me. I wish no harm on him. I used to want to kill him. That's not in me. That's not in my blood. I would never. He's obviously not in the best place in his life right now, so I guess that's punishment for him. But I didn't get justice. No one helped me. Yeah, I'm done talking before I cry again. But I just wanted to tell you guys that because I haven't told anybody the whole story, and I felt like it was important. Until next time, my loves, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. Please be safe. Please do not be afraid to tell. I know you're going to be afraid, but just do it, even if you don't get justice. Yeah.